Hello again, Yasmilde here, healer and scientist from Ottawa in Canada. Welcome and congratulations for giving yourself this piece of your day to grow, to learn, and to move on. So today I wanted us to talk about what does it mean to have a judge and a hippie inside of your head. So a couple of you are maybe in constant need to be in control of the things that are happening in your life. It doesn't matter if it's household chores, if it is schedules of yours and people in your household or at work. If you are, so you are probably the executive for everything you involve yourself with, the organizer, the putting people together. You are the executor. There's the type A personality kind of person. If that is true, you probably are also a perfectionist. Somebody that wants things done in a certain way, and you are the biggest judge of yourself when it comes to that. It's never probably good enough the way you've done it, the way it came out, the final product is never really final. And that's probably is leading you to hold back in a bunch of aspects of your life. If that has been that way for a long time, you are most probably to the brink of collapsing, but you are not giving yourself permission to do so. When you are there, you're extremely stressed out. You are a constant judge of yourself, and that makes you very self-conscious with yourself. If all that is true, the chances are that you're suffering from something I call the left brain syndrome. Your brain, in its two sides, and this is probably an oversimplification of the complexity of it, but in general terms, the left side of your brain is the one that thinks linearly, that needs a plan, that recognizes patterns, that needs structure. Is the one that leads you to, is the one related to reasoning. What do I need to do now to get to what I need to do then, so that I can accomplish whatever I want to accomplish in a year or two? Is the one that rationalized everything. Is the one that needs explanations. So why now? Why like this? Why then? Why with this person? Is this person the correct one? Am I ready enough, prepared enough? So it's a constant thinking process. And that would be, so that left brain of yours is the mathematician. So the right side of the brain, though, is the side of your brain that is processes creativity. It thinks out of the box. It doesn't care about patterns or other people's opinions. It is extremely curious to experiment and experience things, to do the unexpected, or the how do you call those things? The things that you do out of the brink of the situation. There's spontaneity, hazardousness. And so because of these differences is what I call them the judge and the hippie. So now you get the idea. When we tend in our society to over-glorify the functions of the left brain side of the brain. Society have led us to think that reasoning is a mark of intelligence. That the more and the faster you can reason something, you can figure out a problem, a mathematical problem, for example, the more brilliant you are. I disagree. But I am not over-glorifying the right one. So what I'm saying is that you need a balance. there needs to be a synchronicity for, if at all, only one very simple reason. The right side of the brain is the one that allows you to think and to interiorize that you are different, that your patterns are different than the ones that other people have, that the things that you need to produce are the you, the real you, are different, are unique, are relevant, important, needed, and they are probably very different to everybody else's that you know. Everybody has something relevant to do, to live, to give, and for you to open up your mind to the possibility of you being different, your right side of the brain needs to be active. You need to get into the motion of exploring things so that you can start knowing yourself, who you are versus what you are. So when they are balanced, when there is synchronicity, when you use both sides of the brains in a balanced way, then you get connected with your intuition. You become aware of their uniqueness, your uniqueness. You become aware and open-minded to different possibilities, different ways of doing things. You become flexible to circumstances and to people. But most and biggest of all, you become more relaxed. You get into situations and you are not there to judge, you're there to observe, to learn, to find out if you're actually connected or resonating with whatever is going on with this person, this circumstance, or the way that you're doing things or not, things that are needed. But most importantly, though, you recognize the spaces other people need to have to express who they are as well. So the path to synchronicity has different steps. It's a road. It's a very interesting road, and one that requires not only a couple of steps, but a willingness of you to break the pattern, of you to be ready to explore who you really are, to give a chance to the right side of the brain to balance with the left side of your brain. And so, are you willing to do that? Are you ready to leave behind the part of you that is over-controlling, a perfectionist, extremely judgmental of yourself, that has you wired up and so tired and activated the whole time? Are you ready to search and unleash the one that you are, the person that you are when you are balanced, equilibrated, compensated, just when you are in the flow of things and not wanting to control the flow of things? If you are there, please send me a private message and let's discuss how you can make that switch. So thank you very much, David, for joining in. I would love to hear your comments and what you think about this. If you have experience with this, if you have experienced not only the problem, but if you have done anything about it or tried any kind of practice, how does have that work, if at all? And hello, Sarah, thank you for joining. And so we have been talking about the fact that your left brain is a very strict judge, not only of yourself, but every circumstance or person that shows up in your life. So, and we were talking about that this left brain way of thinking that had been overglorified by society for decades, because it is a criteria to be intelligent, to be reasonable, to be able to figure out in a linear manner problems and situations. When you are well-spoken and you can communicate effectively to people in a linear manner. This is what needs to be done so that we can get to wherever we're going. But when that side of your brain is overactive, then you get wired up. You always want to be in control and in top of everything that happens around you and that you do. You are probably a perfectionist and extremely judgmental of yourself. There is a certain way that you associate with doing things the right way. And you get, even if you don't say it, you get really impatient and irritated with people. One, when they don't get things as fast as you do, or two, when they don't produce a result that is as high standard as the ones you produce. But the thing is that because of that, you're either always wired up or you are to the brink of collapsing. And still, you don't give yourself permission to rest, to take a break, to get away from situations and things. You actually have to remove yourself physically from situations for you to be able not to interact, not to interfere or participate, or try to control things. The word they're done, who does it, when is it done? So you're probably the organizer, and between your friends, you might be the one that put together activities and contact people and organize either family meetings or social gatherings of any kind. That's, you name it. I'm not saying that's bad, but I am saying that that level of activity that you keep maintaining, probably if you are under left brain overactivity, it is riding you very, very hard towards a deep tiredness that will bring you down one way or the other. So having the right side of your brain there available to balance that one. That's the side of the brain that is in touch with your creativity, with the capability that you have to be open, to be curious, to experience things no matter what. It doesn't care about linearity. It can jump right ahead and do things, and I'll figure out later what I needed to figure out in the beginning. And so, but there is a lot of freedom when you do that. There is a lot of space to make mistakes, to try different things. And when you give permission to your right brain to jump in, you become more open-minded. You become aware of how unique you are and how unique the other people are, and the value of all and both approaches on the things, and the richness that come into the situations when you give space for everybody, including yourself, to jump in with your creativity and your uniqueness at the upfront of what you're doing. But like I said, synchronicity between your left and your right brain definitely leads you not only to a balanced mind, but also to a very relaxed body, mind, and spirit. So what do you say? Are you under the left brain syndrome? Are you ready to tackle that balance? Because like I said, this is a group about doing something about it. So if you are there, if you are ready to let go of that control and receive the knowledge and the awareness of who you really are, relaxed and balanced, then send me that private message. Let's talk about how I can help you, how that shift can be made, and you will experience all this bliss that I've been talking about today. So thank you, Damon and Daniel, for joining later in the call. If you have any comments, please jump in. If you have any questions, those are welcome as well. But most of all, send me that private message if you are ready to take action. Until then, just Have a great evening or day for those that are on the other side, and see you in the next video.